Hello, Awakened Creators. Amanda here. In today's video, I want to talk to you about the role of the mind in the creative flow process. The mind gets a ton of credit for creativity. However, I'm here to share with you that it is only one of the 3 elements necessary to bring something to life. So if you tend to get stuck in your mind overthinking your creative projects, this video is for you. We'll put that pesky mind of yours in its place. If you are new to Awakened Creators, welcome. Here we do the inner work necessary to do the outer work that we love, and I am so honored to be a part of your creative journey. If you find value in today's video, I would love it if you join the Awakened Creators family by subscribing. So this video is the next in a series of videos about creative flow and how creative flow really works. This information was downloaded by me from Spirit, and I am so excited to share it with you because I think it holds a lot of wisdom, deep wisdom for us creators. If we can master creative flow, we can keep ourselves going along our creative journey for a very long time. In today's video, we're talking about the mind, which is one of 3 elements of creative flow. But we all know we live in a mental world, a world that is obsessed with the mind and thinking. So our brains tend to get most of the credit when it comes to our creative process. But I'm here to tell you it is a third of what's necessary in order to keep things going. After you've received inspiration from the element of spirit and you've opened yourself up to trust it, that you are the one to receive it and that this inspiration is worthy of your time and attention, you'll bring that inspiration down into the mind. The mind is where we begin to conceptualize and plan our creative process. Now, this can be as quick and simple as, oh my gosh, I have an idea. I need pens, papers, someone give me a notebook. To as detailed and well thought out as the script for a movie and all of the characters, and I'm gonna need actors, and I'm gonna need costumes, and I'm gonna need a set, and where shall it be? And all of these questions start to form in the mind. So again, the mind is a really essential part of the creation process because that's where we're kind of taking what was sort of just a nebulous inspiration and we're giving it a little more form and structure. We're starting to put things in a logical order that would make sense to us if we were to explain it to someone else what this idea is. So the mind is definitely a necessary part of the process. But if you're anything like me, I'm a very mental person. I got a lot of air in my natal chart. So I am prone to overthinking and letting the wheels and gears in my mind spin a little too long to where I neglect moving into the next element, the body, and actually making the thing happen. So this is the crux of the mind. How do you utilize all that beautiful conceptualization energy without getting stuck there? Well, the key to moving from the mind element to the body element so that you can manifest what you're wanting to create is action. There's just no other way around it. You have to act. Now, if you're feeling resistant to acting, that's where we always return and align to the heart. Where is that resistance to action coming from? Now, if you need help doing this and kind of sussing out the reason behind your overthinking and your fear of taking action, I have written an ebook full of journal prompts for you to go really deep on this and find out why you're getting stuck in the mind. That ebook is part of a series of ebooks that I'm writing about each element of the creative flow cycle. And you can find the link to purchase it from Amazon in the description box below. Now let me pause for just a moment and ask you, do you tend to get stuck in the mind? Are you an overthinker like me, where you could go over an idea or a concept in your head for days, weeks, maybe even months before actually taking any action on it? If so, let me know in the comments below. And if you have a small hint as to what you're most afraid of about taking action, be sure to share your fears as well. Here at Awakened Creators, we're a family, and we want to hear from our family members when they're in distress so that we can help them. So if you have a suspicious fear that you think is holding you back from taking action, and you have the courage to share it, in the comments below, please do, and I'll be glad to reply to you. Now, one common fear that people have about taking action is that they don't have all the answers yet. However, understanding the cycle of creative flow tells us that in order to receive the answer to our problem, we must act. If you've ever heard the adage, action brings clarity, this is the moment to use that adage. You must act, do something, take action on one of your ideas. Even if it doesn't work out, even if it ends up being wrong, you now know you can check that one off your list. It won't work, and you can move on to the next idea. Without taking action, you'll never know what will happen, and then you'll be constantly stuck in this state of suspended animation instead of moving forward. So remember that if you are feeling fearful because you don't have all the answers, go ahead and take action on something anyways and just see. Now, that might bring up a lot of tension for you, and if it does, there's something in your heart that maybe needs resolution. It could be a deep-seated fear of failure or a fear of making mistakes. If that's the case, you need to tune into your heart to find out exactly what's going on so you can bring compassion and love to that part of yourself. The practice of aligning with your heart that we talk about here at Awakened Creators, and that I have a full guide to for free for you in the description box below. This creative ritual is going to help you tune into your heart so you can ask it these questions. Get to know what is it that your heart really needs you to understand and bring compassion and love to before you can move safely and confidently into action. If you're feeling called to do a little deeper diving into what's behind your resistance, check that guide out for free in the description box below. So, in closing, I want to remind all of us that the mind, while brilliant, is only one small part of the creative flow process. And if you're tending to get stuck in this space, you need to act. I know it's easier said than done, but action truly does bring clarity. And by acting, you can keep the energy in the cycle moving so that the solutions to your questions can become inspired answers as you continue on the journey. We're going to continue the series by moving from the mind into the body so that we can make manifest our creation. However, be warned, the body also sometimes struggles knowing when to stop. We'll answer all those questions for you and more in the next video. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being devoted to your art, to your heart, to you. Namaste.